What would actually happen if you met Dr. Norris monsters in real life? And could you even survive them? We're going through levels 1 to 7, and don't skip the last one. Because if you see it, your survival chances are literally 0. Level 1. Jeffy JS. Imagine waking up at 3 AM because your room feels unnaturally cold. You look up at the ceiling expecting to see your ceiling fan, but instead there is a massive, pale, floating humanoid face just hovering inches above your nose. It doesn't scream, it doesn't move. It just stares down at you with a blank, uncanny smile. Guys, this Jeffy JS is just brain rot fuel. Yeah, it looks terrifying, but all it does is just floating around like an uncanny screensaver in real life. Survival chance 99%. The only way you die here is from a literal heart attack out of sheer surprise. Filus, also level 1. Imagine sitting down for Sunday dinner with your family. Everyone's passing the food, but nobody is touching their plates. Instead, your mom quietly reaches over, snaps a leg of the wooden dining chair and starts chewing on it like a carrot. You look around horrified as your entire family starts munching on cabinet doors and wooden legs in complete silence, before looking up at you in unison and whispering, "In Filus we trust." Filus isn't going to rip your head off or chase you down a dark alley. The danger here isn't physical violence, it's the fact that it's a bizarre cognitive cult that turns normal people into wood-eating believers. Survival chance 95%. Unless you accidentally swallow a splinter or starve because your family ate all the furniture, you're making it out alive. Level 2. Longboy Bonsai. Imagine coming home after dark and walking up your driveway. You get that weird feeling you're being watched, so you glance over at your neighbor's front yard. Tucked right into the hedge line is a pale 9-foot tall figure with an unnaturally long neck, bent completely silent, staring straight into your eyes through the leaves. It doesn't move, it doesn't make a sound. It just holds the eye contact, waiting for you to look away. Longboy Bonsai isn't violently aggressive, but its stalker tactics will just ruin your sanity. It follows you home and positions itself in bushes, gardens, and tree lines just to keep an eye on you. Survival chance 85%. As long as you sprint inside, lock your doors, and draw all the blinds, you'll physically survive, though you're never opening your window at night again. One more level 2, follower. Picture walking down an empty street at 1 AM. You hear footsteps behind you, so you speed up. The footsteps speed up to match your exact pace. You stop dead in your tracks, turn around, and see a pitch black figure standing 50 feet away. The moment you take another step, it steps. If you run, it sprints. It stays at the exact same distance no matter how fast you move, slowly wearing down your stamina until you collapse from exhaustion. The follower plays a pure endurance game with you. It won't strike as long as you keep moving, but the second you can't keep it up anymore, that distance closes in a blink of an eye. Survival chance 75%. If you're athletic enough to reach a populated building or your car, you're fine. But if you panic and trip, game over. Level 3. Guilt. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to grab a glass of water. As you walk down your pitch black hallway, you freeze. Standing in the shadow of your doorway is a gaunt, skeletal figure with sunken, hollow eyes, staring directly through you. It doesn't move or make a sound, but as you stare at it, an overwhelming wave of grief and regrets fills your chest. The room grows colder, the lights dim, and you realize this thing isn't just standing in your house, it's feeding on your worst memories. Guilt doesn't need to physically touch you to ruin your life. It manifests in isolated, quiet moments and uses psychological horror to drain your sanity, until you're completely paralyzed by your own dread. Survival chance 60%. You can survive physically if you are able to break eye contact and leave the room, but the mental scars it leaves behind might stay with you forever. Next level 3 monster is Father Fester. Picture sitting alone in your basement at midnight playing video games with your headphones on. Suddenly you hear a faint, distorted whisper right against the back of your neck. You rip your headset off, but the room is empty. Then, from the darkest corner behind your laundry machine, a grinning pale face slowly leans out of the shadows. It starts whispering your deepest, most shameful secrets back to you in a voice that sounds like grinding bone, providing it's been leaving your walls, watching your every move. Father Fester takes home invasion to a deeply personal level. It stalks you from the dark corners of your own home, learning everything about you just to use your own secrets to break your mind. Survival chance 45%. If you hear those whispers, you have seconds to run out the front door and never look back. Trying to hide inside your own house against something that already knows where you are is a death sentence. Level 4 Cone Zone. Picture being stuck in a quiet hospital or psychiatric ward late at night. Standing in the corner of the room is an unnaturally tall, pitch black figure with long, thin limbs and a pointed cone-shaped head. It has a pale, deeply set face, and it softly gestures for you to come talk to it, looking like a friendly, harmless patient. But the second you answer or make eye contact, your mind starts to unravel. Reality warps, your brain turns to mush, and you lose your sanity in seconds. Cone Zone entities are pure mental traps. They pretend to be lonely and harmless to get you to lower your guard. The second you engage, they break your perception of reality forever. Survival chance 25%. The only way out is to perform a reality check. Touch a wall, ignore its set face completely and walk the other way. And the next level 4 is Anklagger. I think. Imagine walking down a dimly lit hallway at 2 AM when a blinding angelic light fills the corridor. Hovering before you is a towering figure draped in black robes. Its head is a massive glowing star with a single massive eye staring directly into your soul. Instantly, every bad thing you've ever done, every lie, every backstab, every mistake floods your brain at once, freezing you in pure, gut-wrenching remorse. You have two choices: beg for forgiveness or try to run. Anklagger literally acts like a divine judge. It doesn't hunt you for fun, it shows up if you've done something unforgivable. If you try to deny your guilt or fight back, its star-shaped face flares into a beam of light that just disintegrates you on the spot. Survival chance 10%. Unless you've lived the life of an absolute saint, you better drop to your knees, admit your mistakes, and pray it spares you. Level 5 The Locust. Imagine tuning into a late night TV broadcast, or scrolling past a weird video at 3 AM. Suddenly, the screen glitches to a static image of a pale, unnatural, human-like face staring blankly back at you. You can't look away. Within seconds, the Locust starts smashing the screen from within and finally breaks out from there. You try to run and hide from it, but no matter how well you hide, it's gonna find you and eat your insides while you're still conscious. The Locust is a signal transmitted biological hazard. It doesn't physically wander around, it hides in media and broadcasts, and when it finds a victim and breaks out, well, you already know what happens. Survival chance 5%. If that broadcast pops up on your screen, you have less than a second to smash your phone or the TV before the Locust breaks free. Next level 5 creature is Flashbs. Picture collapsing into your bed after a brutal day, finally ready to sleep, but as you sink in, the mattress feels abnormally warm and soft. You try to pull the covers up, but your arm sinks into the fabric. The mattress beneath you begins to pulse like a beating heart. Before you can scream, living, fibrous tissue wraps around your limbs, pulling you down into a mass of fused human skin, teeth, and muscle. You aren't being eaten, you're being merged into the furniture, forced to become part of the structure forever. Flashbs turn your safest place into a freaking living nightmare. They are stationary predatory organisms disguised as everyday furniture, and they're waiting for an exhausted victim to lie down so they can assimilate their biomass. Survival chance 1%. Once you lie down and feel that mattress pulse, it's already over. Your only hope is testing your bed with a heavy object before you even dare get in. Level 6, Cloud People. Picture a huge storm rolling over your city, making the sky turn a weird, creepy purple. You look up at the clouds expecting rain, but instead you see giant, shadowy giants floating in the sky. They don't even have to touch the ground. Just standing near them makes a loud bass sound that shakes your entire house, breaks all the windows, and turns the air toxic. Cloud People basically turn the weather into a trap. They hover over whole cities and just ruin the weather just by being there. Survival chance 1%. If the sky looks strange and your house starts shaking, run to a basement immediately. Standing by the window to record a TikTok is the last thing you'll ever do. One more level 6, the Boiled One. Imagine chilling in your room late at night, watching YouTube or TV when the screen suddenly turns red. A terrifying melted red face pops up and stares right at you. You try to look away, but your whole body instantly locks up. You can't move your hands, you can't close your eyes, and you can't even scream for help. You're fully awake but completely trapped inside your own body forever, while terrifying sounds play in your head. The Boiled One is literally Dr. Nowhere's trump card. It hacks into TV signals to paralyze thousands of people all at once. Survival chance 0.1%. The second that red face pops up, your brain gets locked. The only way to survive is to turn off your screen before you look at it. Level 7, Sunman. Picture walking down a dried up, scorched road during an intense heat wave. Up ahead, the air starts warping from extreme heat, and a towering, jet black figure steps out. It looks completely charred, but its eyes and body glow with the blinding, burning light of the sun itself. As it walks towards you, the temperature spikes to thousands of degrees, melting the pavement beneath your shoes and burning you to ash before it even gets close enough to touch you. Sunman doesn't even need to touch you or attack you. His body gives off so much intense heat that just being in the same neighborhood as him just turns everything around him into dust. Survival chance 0%. You can't outrun light and heat. The second you see that blinding glow, you're already burnt to a crisp. And the final level 7 monster is the Doctor. Imagine taking a photo with your family outside. Everything seems fine, but when you look at the picture later, you see a terrifying tall figure standing completely still in the background. He wears a suit, has 6 long gangly arms stretching down to his knees, and has 4 sharp spikes on his head like a hat. You start feeling paranoid every single night, hearing weird noises and getting intense cravings for non-human food. Then a few months later, you completely vanish. The only thing left behind in your room is your pile of clothes. The Doctor used to be a soul vulture that tortured human spirits, but now he's obsessed with us. He stalks people and gives them eerie gifts before they die, and when they do, controls whatever happens to their souls in the afterlife. Survival chance 0%. Once the Doctor picks you as his target and appears in your life, you can't escape. He'll stalk you until you vanish from existence. Thank you guys for watching, I'll appreciate if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.